Welcome to part 26. And yes, folks, we are finally moving on with the plot. But first, I'm stopping by Link's Island because remember that minigame we had to do where we had to find 3 pigs for this family? Well, come back later and it turns out now they have one big pig that they named after Link. And essentially we're going to take this pig for a walk, and boy, this sucker is heavy. And you need the power bracelets in order to lift this thing. Anyway, what you want to do here is take the pig to a number of black spots that are around the island and throw some all-purpose bait to have the pig dig for you. And by doing so, you can get rupees and whatnot. But the real reason I'm doing so is you can get a heart piece. Now, if you don't find a heart piece in one of the black spots in one location, you have to move the pig to another. And because it's random. So that's that. Now we're going to Headstone Island in Quadrant C7. And this is the location of our next dungeon. And I know what you're thinking. Finally, he's moving on! He's done collecting heart pieces! Well, not entirely true. There is one more heart piece I can collect, and it's actually right here. What you have to do is get one of these pairs to take control of a seagull, have the seagull fly up to the very top of this island, and nab the heart piece for you. And yeah. And while I'm doing so, I'll go ahead and read the Fishman comment. Small fry, there's a really heavy stone head blocking a cave on that island. Don't you wonder what's behind it? Don't you want to get in there? Heh. Let me tell you a secret. If you go north 4 squares and east 3 squares to Fire Mountain, you'll find an item that gives you the strength to easily lift anything, no matter how heavy it is. With that thing, you could lift that stone and toss it out of your way as if it were light as a feather. And yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going to do as soon as I get that heart piece. There we go. And with that, I now have a grand total of 17 hearts, and the heart piece that I just collected is pretty much, well, 1 of 4 left, actually. Yeah, I'm almost done with heart pieces, so all I have left is 3. I mean, it'll save me time later on, so yeah. Anyway, here, there's another one of these giant stone heads that we just lift and destroy. And once we do, we gain access to the alternate entrance to one of the temples that we cannot access in Hyrule, thanks to Ganondorf blocking off the castle. Ugh. Anyway, right here we have this stone slab that has markings. And if you recognize these markings, they are well, a Wind Waker conducting song. So, yeah, we're going to learn a new tune here. Yeah, this is the Earth God's lyric. And make sure you switch the control stick to the right to get into 6-4 time. And with that, we have a cutscene. Hey, a Zora! We actually have a Zora in this game, even though she's a ghost. Alright. Basically, she is one of the 2 sages required to power the Master Sword. And as she tells you here, she is dead. And basically, what you have to do is find her successor in order to help repower the Master Sword. And it's kind of not fair, isn't it? There have been 2 Zora sages, you know, Ruto and Laruto. Ugh. But then again, spoilers, there are 2 Kokiri sages, Saria and someone we'll meet later on. And of course, we have to find the person who has a harp that looks very familiar. And if you take a closer look at her flag garb thing, it's also very familiar. I wonder who are we going to get? It's pretty obvious. So, yeah, what she wants us to do is track down good old Medley and play that or conduct the song that we just learned on the stone slab to awaken her as a sage. So how fancy that. So, am I going to go to Dragon Roost Cavern right away? Well, not really. But first, that music that was playing in the background, it's so sad and somber. I mean, wow. Alright then. I'm making a quick detour to Forest Haven because after I pick up Medley, it's straight to the Earth Temple. Now, I keep on bragging about the alternative way to get blue potions. Well, this is it. This guy right here, this Korok, his name is Hollow. And pretty much he's the potions masters for the Koroks. And he's looking for a potion that can help, like he wants to help Link. He wants to, as payment for saving Makar earlier. So, but he's lacking certain ingredients. Well, fortunately, it just so happens that we have a number of said ingredients. Turns out, the Boko Babas that we've been killing, those seeds, are a crucial ingredient to making blue potions. And he needs 4 of them. Yep. So we just give him the 4, he'll produce a blue potion, and, yeah. We'll have the ability, and just like past Zelda games, drinking blue potions will get you back your life and magic energy. And the good thing about it is there are Boko Babas just outside Forest Haven, so we can kill as many as we want by going in and out, collecting their seeds, and we pretty much have an endless supply. So if you don't want to go around the Great Sea hunting down blue choo-choos for Doc Bandham's blue potion, then again, this is a nice alternative, and it's free. I mean, it only costs you 4 seeds, but again, killing Boko Babas just outside will give you an infinite supply. And with that, I'm all prepared. I have 2 fairies, Granny Soup, and a blue potion. And so far, I've not used any of them. Alright, let's get going. Now, when we return to Dragon Roost Island, you can actually hear Medley practicing her harp for all the way down here. See, you can hear it right now, and that's actually kind of interesting that she's practicing, and yeah, we just have to go up to meet her. Now, here's the thing with this whole sages and bloodline connection. Larudo explains that her bloodline has endured, and of course, we all know Medley is the next sage in line. But the thing is, this would imply that the Ritos are an evolved form of the Zoras. Bird people were once fish people. I mean, how does that even work? I mean, evolutionary adaptation to the Great Sea? I mean, that wouldn't make sense because Zoras thrive in water. They can live in water, and I'm not a scientist. I don't understand these kind of things. How's that even possible? I mean, unless there was some intermingling between different species along the way. I mean, how can fish people turn into bird people? I just don't understand it. But I'm rambling. Anyway, around here, make sure you grapple this beam, and we're going to reach the ledge that has Medley on it. Still, I don't understand it. Or maybe Valu, the magic dragon, helped things along. Perhaps that's the reason. Again, I just don't understand why. The thing, the fish swim in water, birds flapping in the air. Okay, rambling, done. Alright, let's move on. Anyway, as you can see here, the Earth God's lyric has this nice little image of the harp. And that's a nice touch. Uh-huh, yeah, alright. Well, looks like Link has a fanboy. I mean, sure, he's pretty much picked up a bunch of fans throughout his travels, so yeah. Ah. Yeah, pretty much, it's pretty much like her explaining, I no longer have a purpose in this world. Well, Medley, that's about to change in just a few seconds. And yeah, performing music. You have no idea how much important performing music is. Yep. Now's your cue to conduct the Earth Gods lyric. And watch this very interesting jamming session between Medley and her predecessor. But beforehand, we're going to witness her go into a deep, deep trance. Anytime now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Faint already. Come on. Here we go. And cue cutscene. Hey, nice dress. Just now a sage spoke to me. She had a very, very similar dress to mine. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, Medley's now awakened. Now it's time to get her to the Earth Temple and have her repower the Master Sword. And I didn't notice this before, but she actually has a headband. You can barely see it through her hair. Oh, there's the prince. And sad music of the Dragon Roost Island theme. Man, there's a lot of sadness with Larudo and Medley. I mean, seriously. And of course it makes sense in this context because Medley is going to leave Prince Kamali and, well, basically forever. Because who knows... I mean, who knows how long she has to power the Master Sword. But anyway, we immediately go back to the boat. And then, at this point, you want to whip out the Wind Waker and warp to either Outset Island or Southern Fairy Island. I mean, either way, you're just one square away from the Earth Temple. For me, I chose Outset Island because, why not? I mean, again, doesn't really matter. And the traveling distance between here and there shouldn't take too long, so I'm leaving this portion in. As you can see here, Medley is pretty much sitting on the edge of the boat. I mean, would she be in danger of falling off if I run into enemies? Well, to be honest, I don't think so. Of course, I never tested it myself. So yeah. Anyway, you know that Medley and Larudo played? Well, if you have listened, if you paid close attention, it's actually part of the music of the title screen of this game. Yeah, part of the title screen music. So, that's interesting. Well, by the way, that music that played during Larudo's first chat with Link, it's pretty much a saddened version of the intro scene. You know, the prologue that retold the telling of the Hero of Time and all that stuff. And so, a lot of musical callbacks. So yeah, anyway, here we're approaching the island, and once we approach it, this cutscene happens in which the good old boat will explain what to do in this dungeon. Pretty much, in a nutshell, remember those statues in the Tower of the Gods that we can command, carry, and whatnot? Well, turns out we can do the same thing to Medley. However, Medley is actually more useful in this dungeon than... actually, she is the most useful partner, as it were, in any of the Zelda dungeons, as you will see in my next video. So, anyway, here we are. We're finally moving on. Clap, people. Just clap. Say something. I don't know what. Be thankful I'm moving on. So, yeah. Anyway, when we get here, get to the stone slab and play the Earth God's lyric, and this will allow Medley to play the music, and by playing the music, the stone slab will break apart, allowing us access to the Earth Temple. Alright, we are in. Now let's go help repower the Master Sword. So yeah, folks, in part 27, we will explore the Earth Temple, we will fight monsters, and we'll be one step closer to ending this game. See you later.